Like and subscribe might be a simple click for you, but it will lead to a transformational change of our channel. Support us to achieve 5 million subscribers by year 2028. The film opens with a sonogram revealing two unborn twins. Everything appears normal at first, but suddenly, one of the twins becomes aggressive, turning the peaceful scene into a nightmare. The story then shifts to the present, introducing us to Maria, a 17-year-old girl preparing for school in front of a mirror. Although Maria's life seems typical, she attends school and lives with her parents. It is far from ideal. Her existence feels cold and lonely. At breakfast, Maria joins her family, but they eat in silence, the atmosphere tense and heavy with unspoken issues. After breakfast, Maria heads to school. The moment she steps outside, she lights a cigarette and is soon approached by another girl from her school. This girl is rude to Maria, but Maria is already accustomed to such treatment. At school, Maria is mostly an outcast, ignored and mistreated by her peers. When she boards the school bus, the bullying starts immediately. The other students are cruel to her without reason and make it clear they want nothing to do with her. Though Maria does have a friend, the relationship is shallow at best. Maria often spends time with a girl named Lily, who is cold towards her and mostly uses her. Maria is frequently alone at school, isolating herself with music through her headphones. She is also deeply envious of Lily, who is popular and has a boyfriend named Sean. Maria secretly has feelings for Sean and struggles with jealousy as she watches Lily fawn over him. Returning home, Maria faces another tense dinner with her parents. She remains quiet and withdrawn, uncomfortable in their presence. Her father, Dan, is distant, absorbed in his work as a plastic surgeon. He demands perfection in all things, adding to the pressure Maria feels. Her mother, Amy, is mentally unstable, suffering from nightmares and depression. To complicate matters, Dan is unfaithful, a fact known to everyone in the household, though Amy chooses to ignore it. The entire family dynamic is strained and unstable. During dinner, Amy tries to engage Maria by discussing her social life. Amy suggests setting Maria up with a boy, especially with prom approaching, but Maria strongly opposes the idea and tells her mother to stop. Dan joins the conversation, and Maria feels increasingly cornered and isolated. Unable to contain her anger any longer, Maria snaps at her mother and leaves the table. Dan is concerned about his daughter, not out of love but because he finds her an embarrassment. He criticizes her for having no friends or social life and worries that she is going nowhere in life. Hearing this, Maria becomes even more upset and retreats to her room, where she stares at herself in the mirror. While in her room, Maria discovers something surprising: an old sonogram showing twins. Confused, she dismisses it and heads to the bathroom. After showering, she gets an unpleasant shock when she notices her reflection moving on its own. Terrified, she falls to the ground and hides before cautiously checking the mirror again. Her reflection indeed moves independently, smiling back at her, leaving Maria horrified. She quickly exits the bathroom, shaken by the experience. The next morning, still disturbed, Maria considers seeking help and advice from her parents. Maria heads downstairs and attempts to talk to her father while her mother prepares breakfast. Before she can say anything, Dan, her father, interrupts, barely acknowledging her presence. He criticizes her appearance, saying she looks terrible and shouldn't go to school looking like that. He assumes she didn't sleep well and suggests she go back upstairs to apply some makeup. Disheartened that her father shows no interest in her problems, Maria returns to the bathroom to brush her hair and put on makeup. As she gets ready, her reflection in the mirror appears slightly out of sync, moving on its own. Maria, oblivious to this oddity, continues with her day and heads to school as usual. At the bus stop, Mark, the main bully who torments Maria, waits for her with a creepy smile. Maria feels a surge of fear. Suddenly, Lily pulls up in a brand new car and offers Maria a ride. Lily enjoys flaunting her possessions, and they go to pick up her boyfriend, Sean. Maria, relegated to the back seat, has to watch their relationship unfold up close. At school, Maria continues to stick close to Sean and Lily, but they soon encounter Mark, who trips Maria, making her fall in front of everyone. As Mark laughs, Sean steps in to defend Maria, leading to a heated argument between the two boys. Maria is touched by Sean's protection, fueling her feelings for him. After school, Maria returns home feeling downcast. She starts hearing a strange voice, which scares her, but she decides to investigate. The voice leads her to the bathroom, where she confronts her reflection in the mirror. This time, her reflection speaks to her, introducing itself as Aram. Aram looks identical to Maria but possesses a completely different personality. Aram explains that she has always been with Maria, present in every reflection she sees. Maria has countless questions about Aram's origins, but Aram deflects them, instead asking Maria what she desires, confidently claiming she can help make Maria happy. Unlike Maria, Aram is bold, seductive, and sadistic, all the things Maria is not. Aram promises to protect Maria and seek revenge if necessary. When Maria compliments Aram's beauty, Aram corrects her, saying, "No, we are beautiful," hinting at a growing bond between them. The next day, Maria appears noticeably different. At breakfast, her parents immediately notice her improved mood and appearance. Dan, her father, even compliments her, saying he is proud of how she looks. Maria then announces that she plans to attend the winter prom dance, much to her parents' delight. Determined to socialize, Maria approaches Lily and Sean at school, asking Lily to teach her how to ice skate. Both are amazed at how much Maria has changed. However, Maria's jealousy towards their relationship lingers, something Aram keenly observes. Later, Maria spends time with her father at his clinic, where she notices one of his mistresses. Afterward, they go to see a movie together, but their relationship remains strained. As they leave the theater, they run into Mark and his friends, who pretend to be friendly with Maria, much to her father's embarrassment. The encounter is awkward, and on the drive home, Dan mentions he plans to give Maria a special birthday present soon. That night, Maria confides in Aram again. The next day, Maria's world is shattered when she discovers that Dan's birthday present is a plan for plastic surgery to improve her appearance. Devastated, Maria runs out, turning to Aram for comfort. Aram, furious at the world, vows to protect Maria at any cost, making Maria feel both secure and increasingly unstable. Amy, Maria's mother, starts to notice her daughter's strange behavior, but Dan dismisses it, telling Amy to let it go. Maria continues her skating lessons with Lily, but she struggles and eventually falls, unable to get up. Rather than helping, Lily mocks Maria and leaves her alone on the ice. This betrayal enrages Aram even more, as she assures Maria that she is special and worthy of love. The situation worsens when prom night arrives. Maria is attacked and assaulted by Mark, leaving her broken and terrified. Desperate and alone, she returns to the bathroom to speak with Aram. In a moment of desperation, Maria touches the mirror and switches places with Aram. Now, Maria is trapped in the mirror while Aram takes control of her body. Meanwhile, Amy experiences a horrific nightmare about giving birth. With Aram in control, everything changes at school. She exudes confidence and seduction. When Mark tries to bully her again, Aram retaliates, scaring him off. Aram then turns her attention to Maria's mother, arranging for her to confront one of Dan's lovers, all part of a plan to make Amy angry at Dan. Maria, witnessing the chaos, pleads with Aram to stop hurting her parents. However, Aram is determined to make them all pay for what they did to Maria. Aram sets a trap for Mark, causing him to break his leg. She then teaches herself to ice skate and goes to practice with Lily, this time humiliating her and causing Lily to fall and hit her head fatally. That night, Maria is furious and panicked, desperate to switch back with Aram, but Aram refuses and presses on with her plan. Over the next few days, Aram starts partying with Sean, transforming into a completely different person, indulging in drinking and smoking. They spend time together at a motel, but things take a dark turn when Sean receives a call from the police, asking both of them to come to the station. Aram refuses, and in a heated moment, she accidentally kills Sean by striking him with a bottle. Devastated by what she has done, Aram and Maria are both overwhelmed with grief. Meanwhile, Amy has more nightmares, and it is revealed that Maria once had a twin. When the twin was born deformed, Dan killed it, a decision that left Amy heartbroken and haunted. Aram confronts Dan, demanding to know if he would have loved her had she been born deformed or ugly. Dan struggles to answer, eventually admitting he couldn't have accepted a deformed child. Enraged, Aram kills Dan, fulfilling her need for revenge. After the murder, Aram can no longer see Maria in the mirror. She returns home to her mother, now seemingly sharing the same body with Maria. Make sure to subscribe and hit the notification button so that you don't miss any of our video updates.